trying to overthrow an election, putting together fake electors to prevent the peaceful transfer of power, trying to get local officials to find fraudulent votes that don't exist. You're putting that on in the same category.
What's going on, you guys? Today we have Luke Beasly versus Piers Morgan. Luke Beasly is able to turn the tables on Piers Morgan, who's trying to throw shade on the Democrats. Let's watch it right now.
Alone that is going on all over America and the lack of mass protests feels very, very different to when Trump won last time. Are you sensing that?
Yes, 100%. And I think a lot of it has to do with the rhetoric that's been surrounding Trump. And I think this collective realization that we no longer have to be fearful of supporting this man, and we can actually be excited about his second term. You know, prior to this 2024 election, he's been called a fascist, a dictator on day one, an authoritarian. He's been likened to Hitler. And I think that created an environment where a lot of people felt like they had to sort of speak in hushed tones about their support of Donald Trump. Some of the exit polling on election day found that young men in particular were more likely than any other demographic to sort of hide or lie about who they were supporting for president. And now that we've gone through this election cycle, the veil is lifted a little bit. People are coming out and they're dancing. They're talking about what this future could look like over the next 4 years. And I don't think they feel as afraid to speak up about these things. Even the media is going and speaking to Donald Trump. And these are publications that would have recently referred to him.
Because they were able to stir the pot and get people to vote for them this time. Last time he stirred the pot and said, hey, let's get all these people to be rowdy and you guys are the minority. You guys are the silent majority. You guys need to speak up. You guys need to start causing trouble. You know, and this time he's saying, we finally did it. You guys, haha, yeah, we finally did it. Notice that it's just, he's either the one to cause mass hysteria or mass peace. This is not that great if you can start to read in between the lines. One person is having all this power. What's going on? Let's go into it some more.
As Hitler or a fascist. So I think the tables are turning a little bit.
Well, they're even heading down there to kiss the ring, which I never thought I'd see from some of the MSNBC anchors. Luke Beasly, are you joining in the dancing? Are you secretly bopping away there to Young Man by Village People?
Absolutely not. I think
you've got to laugh at that. I mean, before I let you go, before you start, you have to laugh at the irony that the guy that everyone on the left calls the biggest bigot in America chose the #1 gay anthem as the one he would dance to on stage. I mean, come on, it's funny,
heartwarming. So here's what I wish some of you would engage with, which I haven't heard. After Biden won, the MAGA side at large, Trump himself, didn't accept it. I haven't heard you, Piers, say, wow, it's so impressive that whenever our side loses, even though a lot of MAGA folks are saying, if the left loses, they're never going to accept it. They're going to riot this time. It's going to be crazy. We actually accepted it.
Well, not only have I said that, hang on, Luke, hang on. Not only have I said that, I also said,
hang on, like 2 seconds.
You challenged me. I'm going to respond to that one point, which is actually, I said to Trump's face, I thought it was disgraceful he didn't accept the election result. All right, and I did say that the Democrats deserve credit for the peaceful transfer. So you're completely wrong about that.
No, that during better Piers times you did do that. But I'm talking about just
better Piers
general
times.
understanding.
You mean when you agreed with me?
I wish the MAGA side would do introspection and go, wow, it's not that the left is going, oh, we just love Trump now. It's that we're demonstrating to you what acting like an adult looks like and not lying about the election, not crying for years and years about it, and instead going, even though we still believe Trump has these fascistic tendencies, I still believe he's a threat to our democracy. I'm going to show you what caring about democracy looks like. That's what Biden has done.
Let me respond.
That's what Kamala Harris has done.
Let me respond.
Go for it.
When you say you're not crying about it, you might not be, but all I've seen in the last...
So even though Luke Beasly is sort of going about it in a little bit of like maybe like a crybaby type of way, he's still getting the point across. He's saying, hey, look at this, Piers Morgan. We're not causing a fit. We're being the bigger person. And Piers is sort of a little bit combative with this. He's one to say, I am doing that, but it's not. It's still, the focus is still on Trump. The focus is still, well, he's able to, get everybody so riled up and he's able to make everybody so happy and we're finally all together. We finally don't have to hide anymore. It's like, give me a break, Piers. give me a break right now. Like, you know that that's a bunch of bull crap. Like, you know that it's all these people that are being able to get there. It's like a mass psyop that's going on. He's able to really, convince everybody of what he's saying is true, of what he's able to do, that he's going to be the second coming. What's going on? Why is he able to cause so much unrest and so much peace at the same time? Why does he have so much power over the people? I think that's what the biggest thing is. And it's clear that even with the leftists, even though they may be a little bit upset still, that the power is not as much over them, that they aren't going to completely, do an insurrection. I don't believe that's going to happen. So let's keep on going.
Last 2 weeks are people, women in particular, all over TikTok, screaming, cutting their hair off, saying they're never going to have sex with the Trump voter again. And now there's a mass exodus from X, because Elon Musk owns it and he's next to Trump, from people like Bette Midler, Barbara Streisand, Don Lemon, you name it, off go the lefties. So I'm afraid there is a massive amount of toys out of the stroller going on. So, you can say all you like. Say all like what great losers you are. All I've seen is a lot of squealing and resigning from platforms because they lost.
You're doing a huge disservice to your audience, putting on the same discussion, trying to overthrow an election, putting together fake electors to prevent the peaceful transfer of power, trying to get local officials to find fraudulent votes that don't exist. You're putting that on in the same category as people just being upset, like has happened every time.
If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe for more.
People lose always in a way that's completely peaceful. And I've gone through this before on this show specifically, which is you have to look at people in positions of power to really get a sense of the significant responses we're seeing to certain things. So when you look at powerful Democrats, I told you before, Vice President Harris, Biden, with character and integrity respected these results, whereas Trump, him being the person in a position of power, not some random person on TikTok, didn't do that.
I agree. Listen, you know what, Luke? I agree with you. I totally agree with you on that. So, just for what it's worth, I agree with you. Let me bring in Emma, because I want to play a clip. This is
You wanted to switch the subject so fast. We're not going to let you do that quick, Piers. I mean, yeah, this is way different. I think that is a way different argument that we're having, whether he's saying, oh, the leftists aren't taking it as well, versus on like an individual, you have these one-off instances of these people that may be completely overreacting, that may, they may let Trump get the best of them on the leftist side. But then you have Trump being able to get everybody, in the cahoots, or everybody in agreement with, oh, yes, this is the worst thing in the world. It's way different of a side. We have the people in power. We have Joe Biden, Kamala. They are gracefully stepping down. You can see that they're not happy about it, but they're not out here, they're not the ones throwing the tantrum, I believe is what Luke Beasley's saying. So he's making a good point. He may not be the best vessel for it because he sort of has a whiny tone about him, but he gets his message across, which is enough to get Piers on his side. So,
this big Nancy Mace row, she's obviously introduced a bill to bar transgender women from facilities on Capitol Hill. This is a week after the Republican-elect Sarah McBride made history by becoming the first openly transgender person elected to Congress. Let's take a look at the Nancy Mace explanation as to why she's doing this.
This effort in response to Congresswoman McBride's coming to Congress?
Yes, and absolutely, and then some. I'm not going to stand.
So there you have it, guys. This has been Luke Beasley destroying Piers Morgan, and getting him to really side with him as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And yep, it's another day in the progressive way. Holla at me.